Okay, welcome to today's live video. My name's Adam Milton Barker and I'm the founder of Innovate Digital Media. And today I'm going to take you through quickly what technology management system is, specifically the intelligent version, which is TMS ISA. And then I'm going to show you how we use generative AI to automate or semi-automate parts of our business. So yesterday we were made aware that our application to access the Azure OpenAI service had been accepted, and we're currently in the process of building a range of intelligent content management systems based around our existing systems that we sell. So technology management system, the basics of this is that it's a central control panel where businesses can manage various types of systems. So for instance, any of the AI systems that our clients purchase from ourselves are managed through this system, the IoT systems, and also the web systems, which include e-commerce systems, content management systems, and business administration systems. So you can see here we use it for accounting, which is connected through to our services system and automatically sorts out all of our accounting for us. Analytics, a blog system where we manage the blogs, documentation, funnels, sales funnels, job listings, sales system, etc. So at the core of technology management system, businesses can manage all of the core settings for their website, website settings such as SEO settings, social media accounts, monitoring the bandwidth and the disk space and the terms and privacy and everything like that. Email accounts, users, and in the ISA version, they can also manually train their intelligent systems assistants to be able to understand certain things and carry out different actions on the platform. So what ISA is the Intelligent Systems Assistant, and basically it's a new integration into TMS ISA, which gives functionality, provides the functionality for users to be able to actually carry out tasks that they would take manually in the system using the keyboard and the mouse just by using voice or text in this area here. So an example of this, it's still in development at the moment, but an example of this is being able to navigate around the system. So I'll give you a quick example of that. Can you take me to the email accounts, please?
Sure, one moment please.
Okay, just to say we are in Wales and the internet is quite bad here, so it might be a little bit slow. So that's a simple example of how you can interact with ISA. You can ask it to navigate you around the system, but future integration will, as I mentioned before, allow you to actually physically take out any action that you can do manually in the system just by speaking to it. The AI has access to the database itself and it knows the structure of technology management systems, so it's able to do anything within the system. So one of the systems that I'm going to show you today is our blog system. Now, this is the first generative AI product that we've got at the moment. It's the first one that we've integrated with Azure OpenAI service. And what I'm going to show you is how we can actually create an article completely using generative AI, almost completely. So if we go through to the create article page, this is basically built on our original, our normal blog system, but it's got the generative AI features integrated into it that allow you to generate content automatically. So all we need to do here is to create the title. We're going to generate this with AI, and let's say we're going to do an article about how businesses are using AI to increase efficiency and productivity. Okay, so from that little description there, the AI has created a title, how businesses are incorporating AI for enhanced efficiency and productivity, and it's generated the namespace. So the namespace is the unique address of this article. That's how people will find this article on the internet, on our website. So when they visit that page on our website, that's the address that they'll use to get there. So the next step is to select the category. So that's the artificial intelligence category. And just quickly, I'm just going to copy this. Okay, so we click generate AI. So generate article with AI. So at the moment, I've only got a few roles in here. There will be more in the future, but for now, these are good enough. So we'll select the role of tech writer and the tone of voice, professional and authoritative. The subject, we'll just copy and paste what we put in for the article title. And you're able to pass context. In this case, we're not going to use any context. We're going to see what the AI does on its own. The article will go live as soon as we submit it from here, and then I'll share the link onto our page, and you guys can let us know what you think. But what you can do with the context area is you can provide context about the article. Now, one of the problems with generative AI is that they will create information that's incorrect, factually incorrect. So in the case where you need an article that's factually correct, you can actually provide it the facts as bullet points in the context, and it'll basically use those facts to generate the article. In this case, we're not going to do that. We're just going to see what the AI does on its own. So with that information provided, we just click generate. And what this is doing, it is sending the information to the AI, which is creating the article. So if you scroll down here, so you can see it's created the article here. We're not going to go through all of the article right now. Like I said before, I'll post a link onto our Facebook page and you can have a look at it yourselves. You can see there that shouldn't be doing that. That's specifying that it's a H1 title, H2 as subtitles. So that's something for us to look at. This was only developed yesterday. It's not in production yet. So we scroll down and see that it's created quite a decent size article there based on the information that we provided to it. So the next feature is quite a cool feature. So one with the recent Google updates, Google really wants helpful content, content that really helps the user understand what you're talking about, but it's useful to them. So what we can do with this is, based on that information from the article there, we can generate a list of frequently asked questions or summaries, if you like. So what we'll do is we'll click on Generate with AI, and that's basically feeding that article back to the AI, who is now creating a list of FAQs, 10 altogether. And then what we do is when we receive the response, we format that into HTML and populate that section there, which allows us, when we create this article, it will insert those into the database. So this is formatted in the format that our system needs. Again, not going to go through with these. We'll just we'll post them, and you guys can let us know what you think of the quality of them. So the next part is the meta settings. So the meta settings are basically what search engines use to understand what the page is about. It's not the only information, but it's very valuable information to be providing to the search engines. Another limitation of OpenAI, ChatGPT and GPT models is that it can't count. So here we need a maximum of 60 characters. It's a recommended size for meta titles. As GPT cannot actually count, it struggles with this. So the only way that you can reduce or set a limit on the size is to set a maximum amount of tokens that it can produce as a response. But in this case, what it'll do is once it gets to that maximum amount of tokens, it'll just stop. So in some cases, this it'll create a title that's cut in half, or in some cases, it will create one that's the right size. It's hit or miss on that, but that's just a limitation of OpenAI's GPT models. So if I click Generate with AI, you can see there that it's cut off. So in this case, we would need to just remove that part. So with generative AI, it's not 100% ready for production yet. There are still kinks with it, and there should always be human interaction anyway. This article I am going to post directly to our blog, But in normal circumstances, I would go through, I would check all the information, make sure it's not hallucinated and giving any incorrect information. I would set all the headers correctly, so you can select the headers and select, okay, header one, heading two, and put some images and some graphics in, maybe some infographics and things like that. But in this case, we're just going to post it and, like I said, see what you guys think of it. So just a little bit more on the meta settings, how these are used. So if you search anything on Google, you'll notice that you'll get search results come up, and on there you'll see, in those search results, you'll see a blue link, which is the title. So that's what the meta title is. The meta description is the information that's underneath that title in the search engine listing. In some cases, Google will completely ignore what you set in your meta description, and it will scrape information that it thinks more relevant from the page. But it's still definitely recommended to put a meta description into your articles or your web pages. So here we'll generate with AI, and again, there's a 160 character limit on this, recommended limit on this. And in some cases, the AI might generate it in the right amount of characters, or it might just stop when it reaches that character limit. Okay, in this case, it's done okay. It has actually created one that's less than 160 characters long. So meta keywords are the final part of the meta settings, and not all search engines use these, but some still do. Basically, what they should be is a list of keywords that are relevant to the article itself. This content, the meta description and the meta title should also be relevant to the content itself. What happens is with all of these settings here is when we click generate with AI, it actually passes the article to the AI and tells it to create a title, a description, and the keywords. So we'll just quickly generate the keywords, and you'll see there that it's created a list of keywords. So the final stage on this then is to select the banner. At the minute, this is manual. We do have access to DALI, but it's not available in our region, the region that this system is set up in. So we have to wait for that. But once we're able to use that, we will integrate so that you can literally create the graphics for your articles just by telling the AI what to do. Just select the share banner. And then once that's loaded, we create the article. And this will redirect us to the created article. So you can see there, it's put it into the right category. There's the article content itself. I will remove the H4 and the H3s from this, but that's the only editing that I will do to it. And just to tidy it up a bit, I'll put the heading, specify which types of headings they are, so it looks a little bit neater. There we have it. So that's created the article. It's uploaded the information there and the images. And I will end this live now, and then we'll share the article to our page. And if you want to give us some feedback on how you think the system has worked, or any areas for improvement, or any questions that you have about the services that we provide, then just drop us a question in the comments.